All right, welcome back to 3-episode rule. This episode we watched the classic Nyan Neko Sugar Girls.
It was pretty desu, I gotta say.
I'm very arigato full that the creator made it.
Yes, this
is
definitely takes you back to the classic Newgrounds era of the internet.
I mean, this was pretty peak.
This is something else, man.
I'm curious. How many of you guys have seen this before? Because I have seen this before.
Wait, you've seen this before?
Yes, I know what this is.
You've showed me this.
I
didn't know what it was. Yeah. I didn't know what it was by the name.
Yeah.
But then when I started hearing the voices, I was like, "Oh, Derek showed me this."
Yeah, it's high quality.
I've seen it before, but it was like forever ago. It was like probably like closer to when it was like dropping. So it's been a fat minute. I did not remember. I remembered it being bad, but I did not remember it being in the trenches.
No, you mean it's good.
Y'all are cultured. I've never seen this ever.
Really?
Clearly, you're not.
This was a brand new experience for me.
Wow, I must have. Okay. I mean, I probably saw this 5 years ago, or maybe way more than that even.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I remember the voices.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other shows that came out back then that I guess.
I like that we're calling it a show.
Web.
Does it have an
shows.
IMDb?
It probably does.
I bet you it's
pretty.
official.
It's pretty peak. It kind of. I definitely do think it beat out Lazarus again. Unfortunately, sorry, Lazarus.
Yeah.
The main character is just instantly likable. The guy that is with the blue hair.
Well, we know what's going on from episode 1.
Yeah.
Hiroshi.
You had Koneko-chan. You had the other one. It was a cat.
The red one.
The red one. You had the beautiful nurse. Oh my god, her voice was serene.
Yeah.
Why
nurse with a microphone clipping?
Harps from an angel.
Harps from an angel. I'm about 90% sure he just like turned the gain as high as it could go for that.
It was a good bit.
It was a good bit. Beautiful opening.
Yeah, this was fascinating.
Yeah, I like the opening, which took up about a fourth of the runtime. And then the outro took like another fourth.
Yeah.
And somehow it still had more plot than the first episode of last show.
Hey man, 2.8 mil. I'm just seeing that on YouTube. This guy knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. No, it's like charming.
Well, it's funny because like even to be like realistic about like that, it's like that's kind of what like Dragon Ball is one of the most like popular animes out there, and like half of Dragon Ball episodes are like last time on Dragon Ball Z, and then like 10 minutes pass, and then we get like a character coughing, and then it's like Will Piccolo finally beat this guy, you know? It's like,
and the next episode's called Piccolo Beat That Guy.
yeah, and it says that right.
That might have been an actual segment from the.
I think it was
Newgrounds
with
Dragon
Frieza.
Ball Z collab.
I think it was with Frieza. It was will Goku be able to defeat Frieza? Tune into next week's episode, Frieza's Defeat.
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, that happened.
They must have gotten that from this.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that
was the inspiration,
like the pacing and everything.
So, is this like the first
true art that we watched on this channel? Yes.
No,
I don't think it's like the first anime parody. I think it's the first anime parody that's like completely like as
shitpost.
Like trying to be as shitposty as possible.
So would you put like Girl-chan in a similar place, or is Girl-chan
I guess I think
more fun, like better?
I think Girl-chan is a lot higher production, where it's a parody. This is like they drew the first thing and just went with it, which is fun too. A lot of things are just like 2 frames repeated over and over again, which is funny. It kind of reminds me of a slightly worse version of Tamer's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because he's like an MS Paint artist. And honestly, I think he draws better sometimes, but I don't know if it's more people who's doing Tamers.
He doesn't predate this, right?
He does not. He probably started around
2007.
I don't know. Tamers is.
You're telling me about that
really
artist,
old.
and he's a legacy
let me
artist. He's been around for a long time.
His fucking YouTube got nuked not too long ago, so I don't know when he started. Let me look that up because it might have been like a bit after. I think this definitely predates it though.
Yeah, I think like going back to the Girl Chan kind of thing is like, I feel like Girl Chan in Paradise is like as much production like value as you possibly could put forth towards making a parody in itself, whereas like this is the opposite. It's like the least production value. Like the most production that probably like the most effort that came into this was like probably like pushing it as far down the like crap hole as possible, basically, with like the voices and stuff.
I mean,
yeah,
this was
and like laying into the crappy quality and loudness of those two.
They just embrace the suck. They're just like, let's make this as obnoxious as possible. Let's do the tropiest shit ever, and it works. Like it's funny. Girl Chan is like, hey, let's make this look good, and we'll try to do like funny jokes, and they don't do as many like loud.
I think also, I think also Girl Chan, like, I think Aaron was just a good artist. Like that helps make it look good. You know, he actually was an artist, or he's an artist.
I assume this person probably can draw, but this was just like a shit post. They were just having fun.
Yeah, it's like it's very intentionally like because like there's that like first shot with like in the opening with the whatever his name is, the main guy.
Hiroshi.
What was his name?
Hiroshima.
Hiroshi. Yeah.
Hiroshima.
Hiroshima-sama.
That was his name. Yeah.
That's funny as heck. But yeah, like there's like that shot where it's like it's his like lips and his nose, and it's like super like flat, and then like his mouth's coming out from this. Like I feel like that like had to be super intentionally drawn to be as like goofy as that is.
I'm 100% sure it's intentional because they had voice actors, or it was like the voices, and then it's voice actors spelled incorrectly in the credits. It's awesome.
From the Japanese forums. Oops, I mean forums.
Forums. Desu. Neku-san.
This guy's a genius. He captured like every. I think what in that era, from that era of like 2000s animes, where like,
I
there was
feel
a single trope he missed.
I feel like it's someone who genuinely watched anime, because the references are kind of like there's like panty shots and there's like certain jokes, you know, like
the overabundance of
nerves. It doesn't seem like an outsider making something. It seemed like they at least had some familiarity. I could be wrong. Like it just like looked something.
No, I feel like you're right. Like I feel like you have to have like you have to be like a real freaking anime dork, especially like that era of anime consumption, to really like kind of lay heavy into those jokes.
So it's kind of like a self-deprecating humor in a way with that. Yeah, which I think works very well with just.
It adds to it.
And honestly, I'm the type of like art enjoyer who likes the metal pipe sound effect being played 40 times on max gain from time to time. So that makes me giggle out of my chair every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Not a constant stream of freaking bit.
I think it's like if you can like
for like an hour.
The voice acting
what's her name?
A little painful at times, but
it's really just main girl Nyan Neko, the green one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's like too that like
the guy voicing hers too. Like it's good, but it goes on for just a little too long.
Are we giving a legitimate review of this right now? Is that what we're doing?
Hey man, this is my first time seeing it. This is a very real piece of media for me.
I think we're reviewing it, like, we're less reviewing it than, like, actually just, like, kind of taking it back to, like, when it was, like, produced and, like, kind of observing that.
Interesting, like, how old it is.
Because, well, that's, like, the thing, right, is that, like, if you go back, like, we're watching this in the big ol', 25 or whatever, but, like, if you go back to, like, 2010 when it was, like, dropping, it's, like, this is, like, exactly the, like, in the trenches of, like, deviant art and stuff like this. This is, like, you know, that was exactly what you were, like, expecting to see from, like, the most, like, basement dweller anime watchers. Yeah, you know,
I do want to preface at this. Girl Chan in Paradise episode 1 also came out in 2010. I would say 2010 was a great time for YouTube and Newgrounds animation. Like,
yeah, this came out in 2000 or before that, right?
This came out.
If 2010
the
also.
Original. Let me. If the original video wasn't re-uploaded or anything, it looks like this came out 15 years ago.
Probably
in
Google.
2010.
Oh wow, 2010.
Yeah. Actually, Girl Chan in Paradise came out it's in the same month as Girl Chan in Paradise. Girl Chan in Paradise came out a few days later. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
that was like a double release.
Yeah, it was planned.
Two
heavy
hitters.
It's kind of funny because you have a lot of like high effort parodies, and then you have this very low effort one as well, which is funny. I think it works. It's great.
Yeah, no, I loved it. Some of the bits just went on a little too long. Like after realizing that it's
kind of like
really
Bobo in that way. You know?
It's one of those things where it's
we
like
started watching it in double speed or whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like if it was done any better, it would not like have stuck at all.
Oh no!
Yeah, right. Like it's like
unforgettable.
It's like you cannot separate from it as soon as you've like kind of watched it once. It's like, okay, yeah, this is just with me forever now.
Is Soap Opera 46 the original uploader, or is this like an archive?
I think so. I think that is the original.
Okay, because this seems like, you know, like a lightning in a bottle situation for me. It's just the right amount of low effort. It came out at the optimum time when...
Yeah, I think they
like you can feel the animes that it's parodying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They returned around, I think 2020, like during COVID, I think.
Oh.
Desu.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at their channel right now. It says, yeah, COVID-19 PSA video. Oh yeah. So they're still around, making the good shit.
Yeah, they really.
Oh my God, look at this picture. I'm looking around on their DeviantArt. Oh, I thought it would just show the picture.
Oh, it's.
I think art is not what's on the page. It's what comes from the soul, right?
Putting this in the wrong chat.
And I think that this is an example of something that just like you feel it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I take any of this guy's stuff over like a 3-lane video. Or
yeah.
Like, you know those like content farm animations. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
that's about Lazarus. Jesus Christ. I take this over Lazarus or anything.
Lazarus gonna be like the
Shinichiro Watanabe makes any day.
I feel like Lazarus is gonna be just an in-joke, even if afterwards it becomes the greatest anime of all time. We're still just gonna be like, at least it's better than Lazarus. Just have the most wrong opinion on it possible.
It's that scene in JoJo's where they're all kicking the guy. It's us with Lazarus.
Yeah. Like Lazarus wasn't even that bad or anything.
They're gonna post that GIF on. Can you post GIFs on YouTube? You can you?
I don't know.
What?
They're just the GIF of the JoJo guys kicking. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wherever Danny ends up uploading any video where we're bad mouthing Lazarus, someone's gonna send those.
It's gonna compilation it.
So every Lazarus diss.
They're gonna be so fucking.
We have a 2-hour compilation of us just shitting on Lazarus.
I bet you like a good amount of people genuinely like Lazarus. We're just shitting on it every episode.
I haven't seen any positive things about it. So.
I haven't seen like negative things about it either.
I talked to like some of my friends about it as well, and I was like, yeah, I just like the characters and whatnot, blah 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 blah. We talked about Lazarus. Go listen to the sweet episode of Lazarus.
I did see a friend on Facebook post a series of screenshots from the show with the caption, "Y'all are seriously missing out on Lazarus." I was like,
well,
oh.
Your friend's a dork. Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe.
No, I don't know.
Like, maybe it's good.
It's fine.
I do
the screenshot. Like, it was. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say like we were talking about doing maybe a full episode where we actually finish Lazarus and then we give like our post thoughts on it.
Yeah. Completion.
Yeah, I do think that would be a fun thing to do.
I'm definitely curious because the screenshots that my friend was showing, it was just shots of like backgrounds, just the environment shots, and he's like, "Y'all are missing out." And I was like, "Oh, I guess it's a really."
I mean, it's pretty.
World.
Yeah, the backgrounds were cool and stuff. We probably shouldn't be talking about a Lazarus review right now, though.
Oh yeah. Back to Nyan Neko Sugar.
Yeah, our first episode was about Lazarus. You could go watch that.
You could see just how much of hacks we are.
Yeah, and back to Neko Girl Chan, whatever the fuck we watch.
Neko Sugar Cat Girls.
Neko Sugar Cat Girls.
Sugar, yeah, sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I really like the bad guy. I think he showed up in the second episode
with the shadowed out eyes.
Yeah, and he kidnaps Hiroshima Sama.
And Nagasaki.
Both of them, all two of them.
But like he had like this like banger theme that was playing the whole time. I was like kind of vibing with it.
This was like a super.
I want to know where that was from.
We talked about how low effort this was, right?
Yeah, I think we mentioned it.
Do you think it's more effort than the average modern YouTube video?
No.
Oh, absolutely. Like if you're talking like a slop content video versus like is it more effort than like some sort of animated parody or something like that? Yeah, I mean like think about how much time they had to spend in like MS Paint, and just like putting everything together, and like probably in like Windows Movie Maker where they were probably fighting for their life, Like I think that like overall the effort versus like just like a random slop video or something like that, it was probably like at least on par.
And if you
as weird as that sounds.
No, I think it was more. Recording in front of a camera with like pre-recorded gameplay or anything on screen, being a slop tuber, that takes like literally the time to record it and then export. That takes like
those guys also. Some of those guys have their own team of editors to do all the posts after that too. So.
And if you disagree, I challenge you to make
this guy
make this make Neku. And then,
this dude, on the other hand, it seems like this is like a one-man army production. He's doing all the animation, the editing, post-editing.
Pretty sure it's a girl. I don't know.
Yeah, as insane as it is to say, we still gotta respect like the effort put behind it.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying I didn't like it. Of course not. I think it's peak.
Yeah,
I'm just pointing out that YouTube used to be about effort, and now
it seemed like it rewarded effort a lot more, because around the time that this came out, we had like Zach Hadel making stuff, we had Oni making stuff, we had Ego Raptor still making stuff.
It's like
huge animation projects that take months to make.
And they were transitioning from Newgrounds to YouTube.
And I mean, this one probably took them maybe a couple days, maybe a day. But still, I do think compared to current YouTube of just like doing a slot video, And I mean like a slap video that's like 5 minutes and stuff, right? That's not
and a lot
at
of
all.
5 minutes with an ad in the beginning.
With an ad in the beginning. I think
a lot
With
a lot of YouTube today is like, it's either you're in front of the camera talking, or you never see the person, and it's just like a slideshow presentation of what they're talking about. You know, it's like very
someone
minimal
else's
effort
footage.
stuff.
I mean, we're doing a podcast, so who are we to talk right now?
Well, yeah.
I'm fucking.
Just put someone else's footage of
I think we're all coming
Shadow
from,
Legends playing in the background.
That's the point.
I think we all have a little bit more ambitious, like, personal ideas that we'd like to pursue, though.
Oh yeah.
In theory, you know, so it's like it's different than like.
I know most, but I do feel like we should mention that because
Yeah.
it's
no. I mean, this is
it's like an obvious,
right, it's no different.
it's an obvious like touche. You know, it's like, well, you guys are kind of doing that, but yeah, it's like. I like I'm not even saying like it's bad to like slap tubers. It's fine. We were talking.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd be catching myself just watching stuff in that realm as well. I just wish that like I wish I could like organically find stuff like this again. Like
yeah,
I go on Newgrounds.
We were back in the time where it was like these high effort animations, like, and that was what you were getting recommended, because I would rewatch those a bunch because they would put so many background jokes in there and stuff. So it's nice. It was super nice to see those.
Yeah, it was super hype. And that's like when I go on Newgrounds, like nowadays, like it's like I have to go out of my way to kind of like go on Newgrounds and like search for stuff, but like I never have a bad time. Like it's like every time I jump on there and I just watch a bunch of stuff that people make. It's just so raw. It's so good.
Yeah, Newgrounds is like the one place you can still go consistently and find that kind of content.
Yeah.
I do feel like we still get some good animations now.
It's buried though on YouTube. You have to really
a
search
little bit,
for it.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
got, like,
it really
Glitch,
has to get shot
which
to the top.
Which I know, like, Glitch isn't for everyone. It's kind of like a teen audience, but to be fair, that is like pretty well produced and it's completely independent.
Oh, their recent. What was the recent thing? Gaslight
the
District
recent thing
was
insane.
insane. It's so freaking good.
Well, I'm doing OBS, so I'm catching your voice.
You got safety net there. You're fine.
But I posted some pictures of Tamer's stuff. It kind of reminds
Glitch
me of Tamer's because it's like 2-frame talking animations, and that's kind of what they do as well.
That second one is wild.
Which
I like that these are just
Tamer
like
took inspiration from this.
I like that these are just like actual like locations in the background too.
Yeah. You just like uses like actual photos. It's great.
Yeah, that's fire. I fuck with that.
Glitch should give soap opera a pilot. Just saying.
See, that's where like this is what I've been doing. Not to plug my own stuff, but like I've been building a server for a while, and like my idea behind it was like if we could all just like get behind the same thing for like animation and like, you know, more artsy stuff, because like I feel like that's the problem, is that like there's like a few channels that are just like really out there, you know, and really have that reach, and then everything else just gets buried, you know. And so it's like if enough people kind of came together and like build something out of it, then maybe it could go a little bit farther. Was like kind of the idea. But like, yeah, I just wish there was like some fix for YouTube in that realm, because like I would love to see more stuff like this, like Neko Neko Sugar Girls or whatever it's called. We keep fucking up the name every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But it's like
Neko
if you like
Sugar
this
Girl.
stuff, I would honestly kind of recommend Tamers. Trust it's weird. Just watch it.
Recommend what?
Tamers 1 2 3 4 5. It's
yeah.
Similar vibe. He is
I'm gonna have
still
to check
pumping
that
stuff out. He pumps out like 20-minute episodes every couple weeks somehow. They're a bit low effort. They use text to speech for all the voices because I don't think he wants to have people read his like whatever he's writing, honestly. And it's like very dumb but also very funny sometimes. They're worth a watch. It's very hard to explain because if you watch it for like 2 seconds, you'll be like, I hate this. But if you like actually sit down and watch 3 episodes, you might enjoy it. Might.
Is that your pitch for the next 3 episodes?
No, I don't really. We could do that at some point. It's not really linear, so it's kind of hard to pick 3 episodes. And also, his entire channel got nuked recently, so now it's all just pony stuff. It used to be all Sonic Underground stuff.
Listen, I'm not gonna say Sonic Underground's a good shit. The fucking intro's a banger though. And I actually really like Sonic Underground. I'm so sad that they did not finish it. Like, how bad does something have to be to get canceled before like its contract ends?
You got canceled.
Salute to Jaleel White though, Urkel voicing all 3.
Oh, dude,
of
he's
the Sonic
the best.
siblings.
He was the best Sonic voice.
Dude kills it.
Well, yeah, his older
He's
stuff.
promoting something. I've been seeing him appear on podcasts recently. Urkel.
He's I think it's weed. I think he's like
his own
yeah, I got my
weed.
own. I got my own Kush.
Oh my god, that's awesome! What a great world we live in. We should get our own weed brand. Danny, get on that.
Yeah.
You're gonna grow it yourself.
3 episode rule Kush. 3 episode Kush. That's
3 episode Kush.
something to work with.
It's literally just fucking skunk weed. It's horrible.
We'll call it Lazarus.
It's Lazarus. It's just oregano. What an ounce of Lazarus? This shit sucks.
Fucking 1 milligram of
I need it.
THC.
It has no substance. Trust me, you'll love it.
I can imagine
We fucking
It's just fucking like it's not even like it's just hemp.
It's just funny because it's like we reviewed fucking Powerpuff Girls Z higher than fucking Lazarus.
we're off to a great start. Just 3 episodes in now.
Yeah, this is the 3
A quarter of the episode
I
is
think we
bashing
are.
Lazarus.
I think we jumped the shark with the fucking Powerpuff Girls Z. It's all downhill from here.
Might have peaked too early.
Well, yeah, because we just followed up Powerpuff Girls Z with Sugar Neko Cat Girls, and then we're like, yeah, this is a beautiful era of animation on the internet. Like, we're nothing but props.
All right, it's definitely
within context. Yeah, you have to take what we're saying with a
with no salt.
heavy dose of
only serious.
Yeah, the bar was not high walking into this one.
The bar.
I would say that for like a solo
non-existent.
op, originally produced, this one gets my vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
How many Hiroshima Nagasaki's out of Nya
I
does
give it
this
3
show get?
Nagasaki's out of Hiroshima. I don't know. I just said stuff. That was auto-generated fucking words right there. Oh my god.
On principle, I feel like I gotta give it like 3 Hiroshimas, but I would recommend it to people still. Like I'd plug it.
How many Hiroshimas is a Nagasaki?
Isn't it 1-to-1 ratio
It's a 1-to-1 ratio.
in context?
Wait, what's the dude's actual name? It's not Hiroshima.
Is it Hiroshima?
It's
It's
Hang
a
on, let me find the
Hiroshima.
channel.
Hiroshima or something.
Hitoshi-san. That's his name.
Hitoshi-san.
Hitoshi.
I do think he's cooler than
Hito-
the main character in Lazarus, though.
Yeah, he's way cooler than.
Well, his whole
character.
personality trait was
Cowboy
like
Bebop.
being cool. Like he just kind of
Yeah.
showed
He didn't
up
even
and
have
they
to
were
do
just
cool parkour for me
sobbing.
to think he was cool. He just kind of walked in.
Yeah, all
I
he had
went,
to do was say,
"Yeah."
that man.
That man over there.
And there's a scene where he was like, when his big floppy feet were going down the stairs.
Yeah.
For 10 minutes.
I
He's like,
guarantee.
I wonder what I will eat for breakfast.
Oh, Pocky and ramen.
Ramen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shot with his
Good
feet.
shit.
It was reused like twice or 3 times or whatever.
Yeah,
it was gross
The second
in
time
the best
they
way
used
possible.
The second time they used it, they
Oh,
held the shot
they laid
way
in.
longer. I bet you people are in the comments like, "Oh, that horrible feet shot." So they're like, "I'm gonna put that in even longer."
Yeah.
See, that kind of attitude is what reminds me of old like Newgrounds stuff, just taking what the audience is saying and then poking a little fun
riffing
at
on
it.
Yeah,
riffing on it in your next bit.
It's like, as crazy as it sounds, like, it got me inspired. I was like, I want to do something for the fuck of doing it.
Totally.
Just, like, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
That's what's so great about this. You feel that connection where it's like, it makes you actually want to go out and make something of your own.
Yeah,
that's like the best.
He put this out there.
Kind of content.
They didn't spend that much time. Why am I not putting stuff out?
Yeah, like, I didn't watch Lazarus and be like, oh, I want to draw now.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, like, this immediately kind of, like, I was just like,
it's
very
different. Inspiring.
So, you know what it was? It's like, we watched this and I was like, man, I'm putting in too much effort with my stuff. I gotta, like, pull back and just have fun. Like, that's kind of how it left me.
Well, that's what.
Yeah. It kind of reminds you, like, yeah, it is a lot like comic game where the whole point is like, just get an idea across, have a finished material. Just whatever motivates you to actually finish your projects. I think that's the big takeaway.
Get her done,
Yeah.
baby.
What is comic game, guys?
What is comic game? He says to explain to the
audience.
audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about something that no one
flash
might
a little.
know what it is.
Yeah, because
No, that's where editing comes in. Just flash a little screenshot of us playing comic game. What someone's.
Or we could just give a description. So it's basically you get multiple artists, usually 4. You split a piece of paper or canvas into 4 sections. The first person draws on one of their canvases. You hand it to the next person. They draw the next one until you're complete. So then you have a full comic, and everyone finishes at the same time. So everyone's doing a drawing at the same time. So everyone does the first
You'd have to be the one to explain it, because I'm pretty sure this is a game that like you guys came up with, and it's super fun.
I'm sure there's some other iteration of this, because I don't know, it just seems like too obvious of an idea. I did originally play this with like Joe. I like folded up the piece of paper and put it down, and then I was just like, oh, let's get like a random prompt and then just draw. It was with like pencils. You drew the first picture, hand it over, draw the second, and it just goes in a circle, and you can do it with a time limit or not.
Yeah,
it kind of depends.
I mean, I've never I never played it till hanging with you guys. So to me, much like this show, it's like next level. It's groundbreaking.
I was about to say I have not heard of this at all, but I'm newer here.
Made by Derek Incorporated. It's his new big hit.
It's a patent
game that.
Yeah, Donut Steel.
No, it's very fun, and we'll stream it sometime maybe or something.
That'd be cool.
I did just get a Wacom, and it works, and that's
you figured it out?
nice because I've been drawing on an iPad when we play, and it fucking sucks.
Here, Clay, I posted one of them. Put that on the video, Danny. Put that on the video. Put that on screen.
Show the good people at home what we're talking about here.
Editor, put that on screen.
Barry, put that on screen.
Do we have an editor named
Yeah,
Barry?
this is dope as heck.
We should have an editor named Barry. Jamie, pull up some gay porn.
Yeah, future Danny. Future.
I love it when the YouTuber goes, they have a last minute edit in. They're like, "Hey, Danny from the future here. Just want to say, and then insert your Lazarus is actually a good show."
I find it more funny when it's like, "Hey, throw this up on the screen," and then there's like nothing on the screen. It's like clearly they forgot. Yeah.
Or they just write no. They just respond with no.
Yeah, a little back and forth with the editor.
Yeah, but this is pretty dope. This is pretty cool. Speaking of
salute to Nyan Neko.
Well, I was gonna say because I feel like we're talking about Girl Chan a lot this episode. Maybe not like the next episode of us doing this, but like at some point maybe we could watch Girl Chan as well, because I feel like if we're extending into like parody territory and stuff like that, I feel like that's a really good one. So I feel like we'll have a really good time just rewatching that.
I think Girl Chan is exactly 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, I love Girl Chan, so I'd be down to watch.
That's like my favorite
me too.
Raptor project.
I like it's been long enough since I like watched it last that like it would be fresh for me in a lot of ways.
Yeah, same.
Well, shit. Maybe we'll do another bonus one next week or whatever. Pretty soon here.
Tomorrow, right now.
Yeah, I like that idea. You guys cool with me wrapping it up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I just wanted to thank. I don't know if I'm gonna mispronounce this name. Alistair or Alistair, however the fuck you say your name. Thanks for asking us to watch this. Niku Sugar, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, you a real one.
Can you remember? No one can remember the fucking name of this thing.
I like the idea too that like he's just like
Nico,
some
Nico,
random. He's just like one commenter and like he's never gonna see another episode. Like
Yeah,
I've been on two of his podcasts. So.
Oh, okay. So some of you
Yeah,
know. Okay,
I know.
Okay. I like the idea that it was just like it just got front page for them,
Just
and
like
so they
a
just
shit
watched
post.
it, and they were just like, "Yeah, you should watch this totally rad anime that's totally legit, and like it's up there with like Cowboy Bebop and these other ones." Sugar Neko Cat Girls.
I almost think it would have been funnier if we played it
Yeah.
straight. Like this thing sucked. Do a nostalgia.
Yeah, we
critic.
I can't believe
he thinks it's in Vegas.
How could Funimation produce this trash?
Wow, did they
I
have
can't
like
believe he
one
thinks that's
animator
actually
working on
Japanese.
this? I'm pretty sure their Japanese is wrong.
Pushes up glasses.
Pushes up glasses, shit self.
That's not how you pronounce Hiroshi-san.
That's not how you use arigato.
You're using the wrong honorifics.
Origato full.
Thank you, Alistair, for the recommend.
Yeah, thank
We're
you.
very
Alistair.
ar-
I'm
we're very
arigato
arigatful.
for that.
If you're still listening to this, thank you for listening, and we'll catch you next time.